Supply and demand are fundamental forces that drive economies. They work together and influence prices and quantities of goods and services. Supply refers to how much of something is available. Demand refers to how much people want those things. Now, a more technical definition would be that supply refers to the quantity of a good or service that producers are willing to offer at a certain price. Now, demand refers to the quantity of a good or service that consumers are willing and able to buy or purchase at that specific price. Now, to see how these two forces function together in the real world, let's imagine a simple scenario of me selling bread. So first off, we can imagine a high demand, low supply situation. It would look like this. Let's say every week I sell or supply 10 loaves of bread. And every week, roughly 10 people come to my store to buy those 10 loaves of bread. This one week, however, I supply 10 loaves of bread as per usual, but instead of 10 people demanding those loaves, 100 people are lined up outside my store waiting to buy the bread. This will allow me to increase my price, knowing that the consumers will be competing against each other, trying to outbid each other, willing to pay more in order to secure their loaf of bread. Since there's only 10 loaves and 100 people, only the top 10 people who are willing to sacrifice the most for those loaves of bread are going to get them in the end. Now we can imagine a low demand and high supply scenario. So let's imagine after this 100 people lineup fiasco, the next week I bake 100 loaves of bread, thinking that another 100 people are going to line up and buy all the loaves. What ends up happening is that only 5 people show up at my door. So in an attempt to sell all those loaves of bread, not wanting them to just go moldy and stale in my store, I'm going to drastically decrease the price. This would function as a way to incentivize consumers to buy more than what they normally would at the original price. This is equivalent to a blowout sale or everything must go kind of sale. A store is trying to get rid of everything, so they reduce prices to incentivize people to purchase more. Now, each of those situations I just described are pretty extreme. But when these two forces find a balance, that is the force of supply and the force of demand, when they balance, it forms what's called an equilibrium. An equilibrium simply means that the quantity offered matches the quantity sought. In other words, the supply matches the demand. So to quickly summarize, in simple terms, supply is how much of a good or service is offered, demand is how much of a good or service is sought, and an equilibrium is when the two forces balance each other out. I hope this video was informative for you. Thanks for watching.